Can I just read this exchange of 5 weeks earlier and the third JN entry on that page? On testing, do we need to have a specific push on testing in care homes?
Yeah.
We're testing hospital admissions and clinical patients at risks. Do we need a push on testing people in care?
Yeah.
Or at least we have some sort of focused effort on testing people in care. I know it's complex, and the people are dying in care homes are often people who are near the end regardless. But I worry if a load of people in care start dying, there will be front pages demanding why we weren't testing people in care homes. Do we need to get ahead of this now? Mm-hmm. And you say, let's have rapid advice on this, tying together all the angles. Of that message of the 4th of April 2020, when replying, you do not correct the misconception of your advisor that those in care homes include not just those who were near the end regardless, but also disabled people who are not near the end, but living in long-term residential care or settings from a young age. Now, did you have that reality in the forefront of your mind at the time? And bluntly, why not correct your advisor of that serious misconception?
Firstly, I absolutely had that at the front of my mind, and before the pandemic had done significant work in trying to improve outcomes for those who were in adult social care of working age with disabilities, including trying to get more support in the community for discharge where that was appropriate. So I'd done work on this, and I, of course, knew that. The response that I gave at a time when I was exceptionally busy, the fact that it doesn't state all of that in no way implies that that wasn't what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. And asking for advice is a device I would use typically when I was brought a complex issue. I cared about it, wanted to make progress on it, but I thought that it was best not done over WhatsApp. And as you can see, 2 messages down, Layla was my private secretary, and she's on the group, and she says, I'll commission now. So this is the system. That is a typical exchange. A complex issue is brought by a political advisor. Jamie Njoka Goodwin was one of the most exceptional public servants, and his advice to me was excellent. And I respected it. However, he's coming at this from a comms angle in terms of what the newspapers might say. I was absolutely determined on this, as on so many other issues, to be guided by the science, which is why I would have wanted formal advice. After all, I can tell you now that the reason that we did not at that point have as much testing in care homes as many would have wanted was that we didn't have enough tests, and the clinical prioritization of who got tests in what order was absolutely something that I wouldn't have interfered with. I would have taken that as read.